Hey everyone, this is Stephen KC Railpin here, and welcome to another model rating video. So, for those who have not seen my video that I recently posted, I basically did a Bachmann rolling stock reveal video, which is where I revealed the new Bachmann rolling stock. And so here they are, so I have 4 of them. So, the first sets are 2 CSX 100-ton hoppers. They're basically the Bethlehem steel 100-ton hoppers, so both are numbered CSX. So I think I got these because they'd be perfect to go along with my Bowser one, because I'm hoping to get a couple more Bowser 100-ton hoppers to go with it. Because I think it'll look great. I'm not going to think about doing a CSX train of some sort, because CSX does not run through my area in Kansas City. So there's that. And the next one are 2 new Norfolk Southern Trinity hoppers. These are both Norfolk Southern, so you can see. This is really cool, and I really love the new packaging of it. New packaging of it looks really cool. The yellow on the top, blue on the bottom. Kind of reminds me of the older Akron Ready to Roll packaging, because they did the blue and the yellow. So here it is. So these are some of the new stuff from Bachmann. I'm really glad with these, because I'm glad that Bachmann stepped up their game, making more modern rolling stock, because the Trinity hoppers, really nice, and so these 100-ton hoppers. Because I believe CSX still runs these, but I believe they've been converted to hauling Coke and all that. And no, I'm not talking about Coke, something like Coca-Cola. So it's it's a different kind of bulk condiment of some sorts. Because I did see a Coke train one time back in 2023 when I was in Homestead. And it had the Coke Express things on the hinges on the top and all that. So there's that. So anyways, we're going to be doing a review on both of these. So the first one I'm going to start off is the 100-ton hopper first. And next we will review the Trinity hopper. So anyways, let's get started with the review. So, alright, so here it is. I'd like to show you guys how it's like when you unbox it. So it's pretty simple. Just slide out like that. And basically there's no plastic covering it. So basically what you do, you can just lift it out carefully. There you go. Set that aside. And it comes with a manual to insert these weights. So basically what this does is that it applies more weight, so that way when you're going around curves and stuff, you can prevent derailments and such. So here's that. Also includes a bunch of here the weights and such included. And here's also the covers, and then here are the weights you can use. So we'll show that. And it's also got a coal load on top. We can you can just lift it up like that. And this is where you place all the weights and such in here. So this is a really nice car. So anyways, let's get this hopper onto the tracks, and then we will begin the review. Alright, so starting off with the front, as you can see, there are some details on it. As you can see, the details are molded in, and you get the brake wheel, the steps. Doesn't have any coupler cut levers, but it's got lots of details here. You can see vents and such. It's got the trucks are nicely done. 100-ton trucks. Paint job is nicely done too. And the bay areas down there are really nice and done too. And all that. And then here's the other side. You can see molded in detail, steps and all that. And trucks are nicely done. The trucks basically, the air caps do not rotate, so you can see. Maybe zoom out a little bit, and you can see it's free rolling. And also they got the plastic Easy Make couplers, which I don't really mind the plastic couplers. They're okay to me, but I usually just like the metal ones. So I'm not sure if I'll probably put KDs on this sometime in the future or so, but who knows. And I'll show you the interior. So here's what the interior looks like because it's basically fully, this is what it is now when you add the weights in and the details on. And some of the parts, like the weights are underneath here, and then you put the plastic cover on the top, and then you add these things. Which these, I usually just have to glue them in, but using super glue and all that. So, it's very nice that you can see the interior of them, see what they look like. If you're like, say if you're like rail fanning from a bridge or something, you can see what they look like. And now, it also comes with a coal load. So here's the coal load right here. So they got these things that you can basically you can choose to add them in or not. So they add these little plastic straps so that way if you want to pull it off or something. So here it is. I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. So you take it off of that. Now I'll show you them without them. Let me take them both off. So there it is. You can see it's got the coal load included. So if you just ever want to remove them, you just push it downwards and then boom. There it goes. So there's that. So anyways, what I have to say about these 100-ton hoppers, I gotta say they're really nice cars. They are modern era, because some of these hoppers are still around today, especially because I know CSX uses these on their coke trains and such, and all that. Even though they have some with them have the high risen roof things on the top, like let's say Coke Express, and you can still find these on like mixed rates as well on CSX. Even though I have a couple CSX, but CSX is just foreign power on my side. So it'd be a perfect, I just got these because I just love the paint scheme. So I hope to get more of these, like maybe some Bowsers or even some Walters if I can find some. So I can add them and then, add them on either the UP or BNSF trains. So anyways, so that's going to be it for this review of the CSX 100-ton hopper. There's many more of those because I'm glad that Bachmann is making 2 run numbers each for the newest run of these. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for this review. So we'll move on to the Trinity hopper next. All right, so here is the Trinity hopper now. So now we're gonna unbox this one. So basically, just plain simple, you just unbox it like this, pull it out. And this one, as you can see, has the plastic covering on the top. Since this is I think this isn't a Silver Series. I believe this is just basically just standard Bachmann because it doesn't say Silver Series on it. So just take the plastic off, and then here it is. It's plain simple. You just remove it, and then here's what the car looks like. Very nice. So, anyways, I'm gonna set this hopper onto the tracks, and then we'll start the review. All right, so starting with the front, as you can see, this rolling stock actually has quite a number of detail on it. As you can see, got the steps are nicely done, the brake wheel, detail, easy make couplers, and there you can even see if you look carefully, there's basically the air hose right there. Basically what that does is that connects the air hose between the rolling stock. So that way you can apply air brakes. So that way if the train needs to stop and stuff, it can make easier braking. And you can see lots of good detail. And you can see the hatches on the top, and then the walkways are nicely done too. Not sure if they're see-throughs and such, but they're really nice. And it's got lots of detail in the front, like it's got, okay, yeah, it's also free rolling, so it's free rolling. So as you can see, it's also got the yellow safety striping, and on the bays as you can see, it says do not hammer, because it's a sign saying to not hammer the rolling stock, as this hopper can cause damage. It's got some warning labels on the sides and everything, and then there's the NS logo. And you can see the trucks are nicely done too. The trucks are very modern. They look like the modern rolling stock you see now, even though they don't rotate. But it's nice. So we'll move on to the other side. Same thing. It's got nice good details here. Easy make coupler and all that. Very nice. And then I can show you the bay areas. Bay areas are nicely done too. And then, no, so anyways, there it is. So, gotta say, Bachmann did a great job on these hoppers. I'm actually very impressed with them for how they turned out. And it's actually very nicely detailed too, so great job for Bachmann for doing this. So it's definitely a perfect rolling stock for anyone who likes modern rolling stock, because as you can see, Bachmann has actually stepped their game up. So with that, and then also the CSX hopper, they're also nicely done too. You can see the CSX one's also nicely done too with the bay areas as well. That's cool. That's a good feature. So let me sit down the tracks. You see how look good. You can see how well they look good together. So I have to say, this is definitely a really nice piece of rolling stock. It's perfect to add to if you want to expand your grain train or make a grain train. Because I'm thinking about getting more of these Trinity hoppers sometimes. Like maybe I can find some Atherns, Genesis, or even some, or hopefully some Intermountains. Because I know Intermountain just released their Trinity hoppers, or I can find any other hoppers, modern hoppers, to go with the NS grain keys. Even though Norfolk Southern, as of now, still runs a bunch of like those Trinity hoppers and such, or you can run the other covered hoppers like the horsehead ones, like you know what Scale Trains does, even especially the hypotypical line. So I'll try and get more hoppers and to make the grain train, and it'll definitely be a great addition to have running these on the layout. So anyways, I really look forward to making my NS grain, so I might think about getting more of these. Like maybe I might get a couple like CSX ones, because CSX runs a couple of like those grain trains in the Kansas City area too, heading to like Texas and all that. I've seen a couple of those before. So, and then maybe I might even do Canadian Pacific, because I already have my BNSF and the KCS grains completed, and you see those in my operations. So I might do CP as well, because I actually really am fascinated with grain trains, as grain trains is probably going to be my second favorite unit train. So anyways, so that's going to be it. So hope you guys enjoyed the reviews of both the Trinity hopper, the modern Trinity covered hoppers, and the 100-ton open hoppers. So anyways, I'll leave you guys with a run by of these rolling stocks in action, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, have a good day everybody.